Hello, Legal Shield family. This is your servant CEO, Jeff Bell. And I wanted to spend 5 minutes strong talking a little bit about a recent experience that I had when I had the honor to visit our nation's capital and to visit the Museum of the American Indian. This is a new museum that celebrates the native peoples of North America. And while I was there, I was struck by an exhibit talking about the meaning of the world, the universe of life for the different native peoples. And specifically, I was struck by the Chippewa tribe and some of the things that they found to be most critically important to life. And I wanted to share those with you today. The first was honesty. I think that we can all agree that living a lie is really not living at all. And being honest is critical. It's the foundation of trust and being able to have relationships that are meaningful. You know, I recently read John Milton's Paradise Lost, and I would highly recommend that book to anyone who has an interest in really, again, the exploration of the origin of life according to the Judeo-Christian tradition. But it's just really wonderful because it talks about Satan as the person who always lies. He says, "I will not serve," but yet that's a lie because he serves himself. You see, that is the definition of dishonesty, and it's one that we see through so many traditions, including the one I saw at the Chippewa. The other one that I thought was really interesting was the second was courage. You know, for the Chippewa, to have a meaningful life, you had to be courageous. You couldn't be driven by fear. You couldn't be running away from the difficult or the challenges. You couldn't be overcome by anxiety or worries. Instead, you had to find the fortitude, the character, the constitution, and the bravery to be able to stand up and live a meaningful and happy life. I thought that was really important. The third element for the Chippewa was truth, to be able to pursue the truth. And in this sense, I think truth is with a capital T. In many ways, we see in the philosophers of Western and Eastern civilization that the pursuit of truth for them was the pursuit of life. And I would argue that even for those of us who are of faith, whether it be Muslim or Jewish, Buddhist, Hindu, or Christian, again, we seek truth through our faith. And I thought it was really interesting that we found that same ideal within the Chippewa. The next was wisdom. Wisdom was a critical element for the Chippewa. I thought, again, the applicability to us is critical. You know, wisdom comes with age. It's not a matter of intelligence. It's a matter of experiences and learning the right lessons from those experiences and being able to continually improve and adapt and adopt to have a happy and successful life. I also thought that it was interesting that respect was the fifth element for the Chippewa. And in this sense, it's respect for self, it's respect for others. But being able to acknowledge that there's appropriate edification and admiration, not envy, but respect. And again, it gives a certain civility and humility to life. And I thought it was wonderful that, again, the Chippewa tribe from its very origins, at least 2,000 years ago, was one that was really grounded in this same fundamental belief. The other one that I was really struck by was loyalty. Loyalty was the sixth element. And here, I think that when we think about it, our fidelity, our loyalty, being able to be committed and truthful to things that matter most to us, I think is critical. We're going to be challenged in the things that, whether it's by the law, by the economy, by society, in our relationships. But the issue is, when the going gets tough, do you stay committed and loyal to your values, your principles, your friends, your family, and your community? The last for the Chippewa of the 7 critical principles for them was humility. And, I can say that I pray every day for humility. to try and stay away from vainglory. I've been extraordinarily blessed in my own life, but sometimes with any success, we can become arrogant. And whether it's with the Chippewas' critical teachings, or if it's, for instance, in a Shakespearean tragedy, we see that hubris and arrogance always is the downfall. So let's all remember a little humility. Those are the 7 lessons that I learned about the Chippewa people and their fundamental principles for the meaning of life. And that's 5 minutes strong. I hope you enjoyed it, because my name's Jeff Bell, and trust me, I'm just getting started, because we are Legal Shield, and we believe that the best is yet to come.